What's up guys, Geeky Boy here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super episode 127. But before we get started, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below on what you guys thought on the video. And also feel free to go to my Facebook page at Geeky Boy Productions on the Facebook page to like it, and there I will be basically putting all my new videos that I will be uploading. Alright guys, let's get started. So pretty much this episode starts off where Jiren is basically just like powering up with the defeat of Toppo. So pretty much he's just powering up here, and then basically we actually see like he has like 3 fiery auras all around his body and everything, and then like the flames are just engulfing everyone else. And pretty much like Android 17 and like Vegeta and Goku, they're like really surprised that Jiren had this much power like hiding within him. So pretty much from there we actually see Android 17, Goku, and Vegeta start attacking Jiren, and pretty much no hits are again none of the hits are actually getting attacked. Well, none of the hits are landing on Jiren. Jiren's just basically taking them all out. So pretty much from there we actually see like Vegeta's trying to like attack him and everything, but I think they do like a final flash and then a Kamehameha, and then basically Jiren just blocks it and everything. So that's pretty much like crazy how Jiren is so powerful. He's able to not only attack all 3 of these guys at once, but he's just able to like maneuver around them so quickly. So pretty much from there we kind of see like Goku and Vegeta kind of on the ground and everything, and then from there we actually see Android 17 come up behind him and kind of do like an explosion, and basically he was kind of stuck in it, and basically the Universe 11 Kai noticed Jiren's back. He had like a wound, and he was like, oh no, Jiren's wounded, and Jiren got pissed off like right here, and basically wanted to attack Android 17 pretty much. And pretty much from there we actually see we kind of get a little bit of like a backstory why Jiren is like so powerful, and he's obsessed with strength. So pretty much from there Belmont kind of tells them like, hey, Jiren actually noticed his parents were killed off by this evildoer, and he basically was rescued by some guy, like a master, pretty much some dude that would teach him the art of fighting and everything. So they would rise up against the evildoers. But every time they would try to attack the evildoers, his friends would be all killed off by these evildoers. So from there, like every time Jiren started recruiting more and more people to try to fight off these evildoers, he basically would lose like everyone to them. So basically Velmont was say like, oh, that's why he thinks trust is worthless, because like he can't really put his trust in anyone else. But pretty much from there Android 17 just starts saying like, oh well, that's in the past, you need to get over it. And pretty much from there that's where like Jiren gets like all pissed off at him and everything, and then Jiren's just like taking it to him, and basically he's just like kind of like throwing them to like the rocks and everything. And from there like Jiren decides to conjure up this huge blast pretty much, and he throws it at both Goku and Vegeta, which they're, like I mentioned before, they're laying down on the ground. They can't move or anything because of the fact that Jiren was like, he was able to knock them out, because of the fact that since they did that coordinated attack, the Kamehameha, Final Flash, and then Android 17's attack, he basically had that little barrier around him, and basically he just used his attack to basically throw to blast both Goku, Vegeta, and 17 away. And basically going back to the blast that Jiren kind of throws out, it's coming towards them, and then pretty much Android 17 goes and blocks it, and he's basically holding the barrier around Jiren's blast. And basically he says you guys need to, you're the ones that need to win this tournament. I'm gonna sacrifice myself. And so he basically puts a barrier around Goku and Vegeta, and pretty much from there, Jiren, basically Android 17 sacrificed himself by self-destructing himself to cancel out Jiren's attack. So pretty much Goku and Vegeta were saved by Android 17's barrier. So they're pretty much falling down from like the little rock formation that was like right there, and they basically fall to the ground. And pretty much Vegeta was like, oh, this was his plan from the beginning, to sacrifice himself. And Android 18 is like shocked at the fact that Android 17 is dead. He basically self-sacrificed himself to give Goku and Vegeta a few more minutes, not a few more minutes, but a little bit of time to heal up, pretty much. And this is where Grand Priest pretty much tells everyone, like, Universe 7's Jiren will not be penalized because of the fact that it was Android 17 that did the self-destruction technique. So pretty much from there, we kind of actually get to see like Vegeta actually stand up to Jiren, and Jiren is pretty much like they're gonna go like face off against in the next episode. But let me also mention the fact that we did get to see Frieza in this episode. Frieza did come from behind, like he tried to do like a sneak attack against Jiren, but Jiren kind of caught him and like threw him like to the rock. He basically pinned him to the rock, and like Frieza was just so mad at him. He was like, you know what, I don't care about the rules, you're gonna die, I'm gonna kill you. And he basically goes golden, and he like tries to attack Jiren, and in one way Jiren kind of used like a psychic attack and kind of like pinned him, not pinned him, but kind of made him kind of like stop, I guess. I don't know how to say the word, but he was like stuck in midair, right? And basically Jiren just punched him so hard, and pretty much that's where Golden Frieza went back to regular Frieza, and he was just knocked out. So for everyone that was thinking like, where's Frieza? Frieza was in this episode. He just tried to do like a sneak attack. So, but like some of my favorite moments of this episode was the fact that when Android 17 put up all those multiple barriers, and Jiren just like literally took it to him, and he just basically just destroyed all those barriers, which was incredible, and just grabbed his face and then just threw him across the stage, which was incredible. But honestly, this episode was really good. It was really action packed. From start to finish, I had literally no complaints. Well, I mean, I guess the only thing that I kind of thought that was kind of like that didn't make sense in my opinion was, how did Vegeta be able to go back to Super Saiyan Blue if Beerus said in the last episode that he literally had like no energy to even transform? But hey, it's Dragon Ball Super, there's always going to be those plot holes. But other than that, this was a really good episode. Next week we're going to focus on Vegeta against Jiren. In the preview, we actually got to see some flashbacks with Bulma. So that there's going to be that. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that there's actually 3 minutes remaining until the Tournament of Power ends. And also another favorite moment in the episode of mine was when Jiren basically did that uppercut and just pretty much erased Goku's Kamehameha. So that was pretty awesome. Like I mentioned before, this episode was awesome from start to finish. Nothing but action packed. It was really good. I really enjoyed the Jiren backstory. Who would have known that Jiren was like a kid that wanted to wish his parents back, or his people back? Who knows? But maybe that's his wish. I don't know, because at the end of the day, I think he wants to wish his parents back. So maybe, I don't know. Other than that, it was a really good episode. Like I mentioned before, 3 minutes until the Tournament of Power ends. 128 will premiere next week. Basically, Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza are left, and of course Jiren from each side. So pretty much that's it. Those were just my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super episode 127. I know I was like literally all over the place, but I hope that you kind of like understand it, and I really hope that you enjoy my kind of like what I thought of the episode. And yeah, so feel free to subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and like the video as well. And also feel free to go down to the description box below. I have my Facebook at Geeky Boy Productions and like the page. That's where I'm gonna be putting my new videos at. Alright guys, this has been Geeky Boy, and I'm out.